What that I see is when people get up to the top of the backswing and you say, oh, to hit the golf ball a great distance you need to hit the ball hard, okay? So when somebody says they need to hit the ball hard, as I was saying before, they don't, this disassociation between our turn, the hips and the shoulders gets disjointed, okay? So from there people try and pull on the handle of the golf club, okay? So what happens is we've got think of the golf swing as a hula, okay? So if the hula hoop, if we swing naturally, the hula hoop is going to stay intact, okay? So if we don't do something unnatural, okay, so we're pulling down on the handle of the golf club, the hula hoop is going to go from a big hula hoop and a small hula hoop. What that does to the radius of the swing, it reduces the radius of the swing. If the radius of the swing reduces, then we're going to hit the ball a short distance, okay? The shaft's going to get quite close to us on the way down, and then we're not going to be able to shallow it out, okay? So what we need to do is stop. It's what happens in space, okay? So from the top of the backswing, to shallow the golf swing, all we need to keep the butt end of the club on the golf ball all times, okay? But when people drag the handle, that butt end of the club gets too far away from the golf ball, okay? Okay? If I drag the handle, what happens is the shaft gets too steep because my hands are moving down. My hands move down, the club head moves up, right? So there's no rotation here, it's just an all arms swing. You've seen that, you've heard that from the average amateur golfer before, your playing partner, or the recreational golfer that you like to play with. They say, oh, you need to hit it from the top. But if you hit it from the top, the shoulders get out of play, you get over the top, okay? Shaft gets steep on the way down, right? So what we talked about there was people drag the handle, so the hands get closer to the body, the shafts get steeper, they don't initiate the golf swing properly, okay? So tip number one, to try and eliminate that, what you need to do is feel like, okay? So, feel like if I was to put a basketball in between my two arms, okay? If I was to pull down on the handle, then the basketball would lose its position, okay? So even let's try this one. Okay, let's try this with a 54-degree wedge. This is the most battered wedge in the golf bag, okay? So if you watch George Gankas golf, where he puts the club in between his arms, okay? So if you pull on the handle, then the club's going to drop, okay? Because your arms are going to go from horizontal to vertical, okay? So your arms should stay up where they are, and the lower body should initiate the downswing, okay? So if I keep my arms up where they are, my lower body just initiates the move, okay? So you rotate, the arms stay where they are. If I pull down, arms get closer, I'm going to have a tendency to dip, okay? Arms stay where they are, turn. What's this action? So feel like the left hip turns behind you, and then the right knee comes in, okay? The left hip turns behind. So leave the arms where they are. If I pull, shaft's going to drop, okay? So let's try and put this on again. So if I turn if I turn properly, then the shaft's going to stay where it is, okay? See how it stays up, my arms stay up. There we go.